high caliber celebrities starting to get behind it as well. Jason Momoa, he donated a lot of water. Don't laugh. He donated water to the frontline strikers,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the main one is The Rock. He made a 7-figure donation to the SAG-AFTRA Foundation's emergency relief fund. There's the exact figure's not known, but it's in the area of $1 million and upwards, which is sort of good, because I mean, there's been threats from the studio saying that they can strike until they lose their homes, but like this $1 million donation helps them with like the real back end stuff like water and what am I trying to say? I don't know, sources and stuff like that. I don't know, like obviously it's not for. I don't know what the word is. I know what I'm thinking.
Like source?
No, just like materials, like back end sort of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
What's your thoughts? Never mind.
Aquaman coming in with water. I thought that was just funny, just because he is Aquaman. But no, obviously a nice thing to do. I know that the temperatures in LA right now are above like 35 degrees. I don't know the Fahrenheit conversion. Sorry, Americans. But yeah, it's around the 35 mark, which is very hot. New Zealand doesn't get to 30 very often at all, if ever in a year. So water is obviously essential to stay hydrated since they're out there all day protesting. So completely get that. And good on him for doing that. It's good to see when actors aren't on the front line in front of the studio lots that they are finding other ways to contribute. And obviously The Rock's a big part of that. I think Rock gets a lot of Dwayne Johnson. He gets a lot of misguided insults towards him because he plays the same character in every movie and stuff like that. But he is a genuine guy, and I think he is, I think he's a kind person and an open guy and stuff like that. So to see that kind of donation, that's a hefty donation, man.
Did you see what he did for that UFC fighter? Have you seen that video and stuff?
No.
And there's like this UFC fighter who like was living on $7, similar to his situation before he blew up.
Yeah.
And he like went down to when he was training, like surprised him. So they interviewed the UFC fighter, and then The Rock came into the cage and like the guy was talking, he like slowly like walked around into his like peripheral vision, and then the UFC fighter was like, "What the hell?" And saw who it was and like started breaking down, like ran up to him and gave him like a massive hug and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So I mean, the Rock's he's a nice guy, and the 7-figure donation it can go, whether it's going to help actors who are struggling to pay their mortgages and pay for the essentials like food and shelter, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully it helps them.
The word I was thinking of was resources.
Resources, yes, yeah. Just the most essential of stuff. So hopefully that can be put to good use and can help the strike or help the strikers go on for as long as they need to get a fair wage, and so we don't go back to what was before where they constantly struggle and the studio execs, the top guys make over like what I think it's like over 30 million a year, but they get nothing. So
stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. But yeah, what do you think on these contributions?
Yeah, I think it's good. That it helps them with like resources. It might not like help them like pay mortgages and stuff like that, but like the smaller stuff like water and whatnot. Those resources to prepare for their strikes and fund the strikes as well. I think that's going to go a long way, and also help these strikers survive in their day-to-day lives because they're not spending all their money on for them to live and to protest as well. But these this donation is going to help them a lot in terms of the resource side of the strikes.
Yeah.
And hopefully more celebrities step up and do the same. I mean, you don't have to go that extravagant. I mean, you can if you want. Fucking give them the whole paycheck for a film if you need to. But like donating something simple like water, that's good. Even
go a long way.
Yeah, like even just I don't know, giving them like food or stuff like that. While they're out there, it's just one less thing for them to worry about. So
yeah,
hopefully more celebrities can get behind on that and match it and do more or do less. Who cares? Just support them.
Yeah.